Hello, my name is Tim Melvin. I'm going to be your instructor in Math 16, Business Calculus this semester. Now we're just go over a short course introduction, go over some of the main points on the syllabus, and maybe a couple other main things. So I'm going to be using, as you can see right here, Canvas as our main information delivery system. Your homework assignments will be through Canvas for the most part, and any class documents, slides, worksheets, exams, after we take them, I'm going to post them here on Canvas. And also I'm going to send out announcements through Canvas. So make sure that this is your first time using Canvas, go into the settings and make sure you have it set up so that messages are forwarded to your email or text message or whatever you want. And if you're not sure how to do that, make sure to talk to me or get help from someone, because I will be messaging through Canvas instead of through my cubby throughout the semester. Okay, so I want to first go over the syllabus, at least not the whole syllabus, but at least some of the main points. I don't print these out anymore. There's a syllabus tab right here on Canvas, and a PDF will open up of the syllabus. All right, here you got information. The best way to get a hold of me, not in class, besides class, of course, is email, tmelvin@centerrose.edu, or message me through the Canvas app or Canvas website, and that'll automatically go to my email. I check email 5-6 times a week, hopefully not 7. And I do have a phone in my office. I threw the number right there, but it has a cord. I don't know if you remember phones with cords, so occasionally blinks at me. Kind of scares me a little bit. So I put the number there, but the best way to reach me is through email or Canvas message. And I also have my office hours here. It's kind of strange. I don't have kind of fixed office hours the same time, Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, or Thursday, because I have kind of a strange schedule, more of an evening schedule. So I have my office hours here. My office hours, you do not need to make an appointment. You could just stop by. If I have to cancel office hours, I will message the class through Canvas, letting you know if I have to cancel any office hours on these days. And just know our class meets 4 to 6, and then I have a class 6 to 8:30. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays after that class, I'm going to hold my office hours in a classroom, the 1731, but you're more than welcome to stop by if you have questions. Otherwise, my office is 1706, and that's where I'll hold all my office hours. So please do not be shy, get help, whether it's from me, your peers, tutoring center, online resources. I think this is a fun class, but we are going to cover quite a bit of calculus concepts, specifically for applications for economics and business. So there's a lot of powerful mathematics, but it is fairly difficult. So if you're struggling, get some help. If it's me in my office hours or tutoring center, or I would say the best way is to talk to each other in class and explain concepts to each other as you go through the homework assignments. All right, so I'm going to talk about the textbook a little bit more. For calculator technology, I do not require graphing calculator. In fact, I think graphing calculators are kind of stupid. They're really there just for educational purposes and testing. If you have a graphing calculator and you like it, feel free to use it. I just don't want you to spend any money on a graphing calculator or worry about getting one, because most of the technology I want to use Wolfram Alpha, spreadsheet software such as Excel or Google Sheets, and kind of computer software. And that's why we're meeting in a computer lab. 1454 is a computer lab classroom. All right, there's going to be 3 exams and a final. So after the first probably 2 weeks of the semester, I stopped taking roll once I try to get most students' names down. I don't count attendance as part of your grade, although of course I highly encourage you to come to class. But if you do miss class, there's not a direct penalty except these 3 dates. I'm going to try to stick very closely with my course schedule with our 3 exam dates, first being Thursday, September 20th, Thursday, October 23rd, Tuesday, November 20th, and then our set fixed final exam is Tuesday, December 18th. If I do need to change these for whatever reason, occasionally does happen, I'll give you at least a week notice. But I try to stick to these. Most of the time, I stick to the schedule. Unlike last fall when we had a couple of light fires and everything got changed up. Hopefully that will not happen again, knock on wood. But if you know you're going to be gone anytime during the semester for a legitimate reason, being, sports, athletics, a competition, debate, something like that, talk to me now. If it's one of these 3 dates and you talk to me early in the semester, we could set up a makeup time. If you come to me on Tuesday, September 18th saying, oh, I have a family vacation, I'm flying out tomorrow, I'm going to say, too bad, you got a 0 on exam 1. So talk to me now if you're going to be gone for any of these dates. I'm going to talk about homework more so in a moment. Besides homework, there's going to be labs. I have 4 labs. 2 of them are fairly long and 2 of them are I think, fairly short. And 1 final project we'll do throughout the semester. I encourage you, and I think a couple of these I give some extra credit. If you work in groups, I do want you to work in groups on these labs assignments. And we'll talk about those more as the semester goes along. And then here's your grading breakdown. So this is the important part for you. We're going to have 4 exams, those 3 midterms and the 1 final exam. And the final exam will be longer. It will be comprehensive, covering the entire semester, but I'm going to weigh it just the same as any other midterm. So all 4 exams are worth 70% divided by 4. All of your homework together is 12%. And that group work, the 4 labs and 1 project, 18%. So it's almost 2 letter grades. I take those group projects quite seriously. I think collaborating and using mathematics to solve applied problems is an important part of this class. So that's why I emphasize those. All right, I guess the last thing I'm talking about is important dates. Last day to drop, receive a W, and so on. And then, of course, December 18th is our final exam. And then our objectives, learning outcomes. This is roughly what we're going to cover throughout the semester. Oh, one last thing for special needs. I think the 2 big things I want to point out is if you have a note taker, let me know. Or if you have some type of test anxiety or something where you take exams at the testing center, you generally want to get your paperwork and everything set up at least 2 weeks before the exam. And that is Thursday, September 20th. So make sure you get your paperwork done if you do not take exams in the classroom. Okay, so I now want to talk about the textbook and the homework. So first thing I want to do is actually want to go in the homework assignments. So the homework assignments are going to be on Canvas, kind of listed as you see here. I'm going to click on 1.1 homework, which is due on Friday. I'm going to have almost all homeworks due on Tuesday and Friday at midnight. And if this is your first XYZ homework, you have to make an account. And when you create an account, you should have an option to do a trial. So if you're not sure about this class or you're waiting on funds, I think there's a 2-week trial. And once that passes, you do not lose your information. You just can't keep working on homework. So I'm going to sign in. I already have an account. And here, so it's due Friday, 8/24 before midnight. So just for the entire semester, pretty much every Tuesday and Friday at midnight, you're going to have homework due, this online XYZ homework. And you could skip around. You could do 1 question at a time. Go back to the top. Oh, actually, let me start over here. Sorry about that. Because there's a description at the top. All these homeworks are going to run approximately the same. That you could try a problem twice, and if you get any part wrong, you're going to see it's going to have an option to show the answer on the 3rd attempt. You could see the answer, type in the answer, and you get 1/4, 25% credit just for typing in the answer. And if you want full credit before the due date, you could click on try similar problem. So if you have the time and the patience, you should be able to get high scores, A's and B's in all the homework, because you can keep trying new problems that are kind of similar until the due date goes by. And for those due dates, I'm going to keep those pretty solid. I'm not going to extend those unless there's a really extreme circumstance, such as a medical issue or death in the family, something serious like that. Because at the end of the semester, I usually drop 3 of your lowest homework assignments. I might even drop 4 last time I taught this class. So you're going to get, we'll say, at least 3 freebies. But if you do miss a homework assignment, make sure to go through those before the test, of course. Okay, and the last thing I want to talk about is the textbook. So you can click on the textbook up here, or any of the chapters we're going to cover if you want to just look at each chapter. Click on the chapter here first. Here it kind of looks a little different depending on how you set it up. So here we have the textbook. Right here we can open in a new window or make this full screen. Unfortunately, it doesn't scroll, which is kind of annoying, but you got an electronic copy of the textbook. And what's nice about the electronic copy, there are a number of videos. So for examples in each section, there's videos, a couple with Spanish, multiple instructors, so feel free to use these if you need some help going through any examples in each section. Or you have access to the entire book itself. I click on course textbook, and you will have to sign in the first time. So there's a login right here. If you don't log in, you get access to the first 2 chapters, and after that you have to log in, but that's going to be the same login you do for the homework. And same thing, it's just the same textbook. So do not feel like you need to buy a physical copy. You do not. If you're okay with reading the textbook and watching the videos through a screen on a computer or iPad, tablet, something like that, you do not have to buy a physical copy. I believe it's just $10 or $15 more to get a physical copy though. So if you want one, feel free to purchase it. And I believe that's all I had for this course introduction. I look forward to meeting you guys next Tuesday.